Hi, today we will be working on a template for the timeline for your students. The first thing you want to do is open up Google Draw in your G Suite. Then you'll receive a canvas here, a blank one, and you can expand your canvas by simply clicking on the corner right here. So if you click there, you could enlarge it. And I would strongly suggest to do this because you might have lots of information to put on it. And the next thing you want to do is create a title, which is right here, a timeline template. And I'm just going to put Mrs. Johnson at the beginning of it. So Mrs. Johnson's timeline template, and then they can change it when they're ready. Okay, now what you want to do is change the background. Right click on your cursor, there's the background. I always like to do a lighter background for it, so maybe I will just do, I'll just do this one. That looks good. It's too bright. Let's do this lighter one. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and you can always change it, and then next thing you want to do is click on the drawing tool for the timeline. So you're going to go right here and you're going to draw the line for the timeline. Okay, and you see how this is highlighted blue? That means it's clicked on and you can expand it. So I like to do it in, that's a bit thick, maybe 4. Okay, you can also change the color of the line too. So I'll just change it to maybe a darker brown, but you can also customize it by using other browns that you might want to use too. Okay, but right now I am just going to do a darker brown here. And then you also might want to add arrows to it. And when you go insert, and then you can go to line, and you can draw arrows right here. Oops, delete that. You could do arrows if you want. Let me just do insert, line, arrow. Actually, I think I might just want to do the line again. And then insert, line, and you can do another arrow if you want right here. Okay, but I'll just delete this. Click on it, and then you could delete it. Okay, and then what you want to do here, if you select the drawing tool and you want this to be in the middle, you can click on it and see how you have that line there. And so you want to have it covering that red line, and then that way you will know that it is in the middle. Okay, now you want to change, do the little notches in your timeline. And the way you want to do that is, again, insert, select the drawing tool, line, right here, and then you could do little notches right here. And you can, again, change the width of the notches. Maybe you want to do it a slightly smaller. Oops. You just delete, click on it and delete. Maybe you want to do it slightly smaller or longer, okay, or skinnier. And if you like this way, like that, that's pretty straight. You want to put it right in the middle. Okay, and then you might want to do a different color again. Maybe you want to have a little lighter color. And instead of having to repeat this line over and over again, you can make it, actually, I think I might make it a little bit smaller. You can go Control C, then Control V, 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 V. And you can click on it and adjust it right here. And you can click on it and adjust it in the length. So see how it's blue? You can see that it's even, okay? Oops. Let me just click over here, move that out of the way. All right, so you want to make sure they're all even. It looks okay with the guides, the blue guides there. Right there, and then you can continue on. right there. Just seems like, okay. Oh, well, it's kind of wonky. But anyway, you get the gist of it all because I don't have a lot of time. You know what you need to do here. Okay, and then select the notches, you copy paste, that's what we did. And now what you want to do is use the text box feature and put the dates that you have. Okay, so if you actually, let's do a title first. So what you're going to do is insert, insert word art. Okay, and we're going to do timeline template. Okay, and then you go enter. And look how funky it is. It's so fun. It's just so cool. Okay, that is a little bit big, so you can shrink it up like this and move it, and you can put it right there. And so you can also change the color because that way you can have a different color with it. And so since it's yellow, I think I might do a green or maybe a dark brown just to do that. Okay, another thing you can do it, you can change the type as well, like maybe like this. And then you can also, I think that's kind of fun, but it's a bit big. And so I will make it smaller. Okay, and again, if you go down here, it's this kind of moved, you can move that over here. All right, so that's really nice. So another thing you might want to do is have instructions, and you just click on text, and you can probably put some instructions underneath it and type in, please insert various events on your timeline. Okay, and you can also make it smaller so it's not going to totally cover the whole thing up. Okay, and you can put it in the center right here. Okay, all right, and then you want to go to, you want to enter the events, and to do that, you can go insert shape. Now you can do whatever shape you like to do. So you can create the shape like this. And again, you have that blue, so you can also insert different colors with that too. So let's do a really light yellow, or even you could, yeah, you can just do like maybe, I think I'm gonna try customizing it. Like for instance, just move it over here with a little bit of orange, really light orange. Let's see how that looks. Okay, yeah. And then you can also have a border. You can change the customize your border. So I'm going to put that as the border, and you can make the border a bit thicker too. So I'm just going to make it thicker. Okay, so here we go. I am now going to enter some text in it. Okay, we can enter some text in the box. Alrighty. Okay, so that's going to be saved for later. But what I want to do is put an arrow going away. I want to put dates. Okay, so we want to enter text box right here. We want to put the dates here. And I'm going to write 1850. All right. And you can change the color of it. I'm going to change the color of more of the dark brown. And you can also change the type of font that you're going to use. I like Arial anyway. And you can also change the points around it so you can have it framed like this. Okay, so if you like that, another thing what you can do is Control C, Control V, Control V. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one. You can Control C, Control V. I do not know what's going on. Control C, Control V. Oh, there we go. And then you could put it under another timeline, you know, and change the date. Control V. And so you can move that over right here like that. All right. And another thing what you can do is, see, you have this, but you want to also, don't type anything in it yet. So you want to put in, insert an arrow. All right. So you put the arrow going down to that date. All right. And you can change the width of the arrow. You can also change, again, the color of the arrow. Oh, I think I'm going to change it the same color as the outside. So, oops. So here you go. So you have this. And so you want to hold, if you want to make a lot of them, so you're going to shift and click here, click there, and then you Control C and Control V. And so you have, you can make a lot of these, Control C, Control V. So you don't have to recreate the same thing, and everything will look in uniform. And another thing you can do is you can flip it flip it over. So you go to Arrange and Rotate, and you're going to flip vertically, okay? And then you can put it on the bottom here, okay? And you can also go Control C, Control V, and you're going to be flipping vertically. Okay, so you can continue on with your timeline. And also, okay, let's go to image. Okay, so if you're going to create a timeline, and let's say it's going to be a history of art of some sort. Okay, so we are going to go to Insert. Nope. Tools and Explore. All right, and then you're going to talk about Impressionism. Impressionism. Okay, but you want to do an image. Okay, so let's go down here and get let's see, Impressionism. Oh, there's a Van Gogh right here. Insert. And so you have a Van Gogh. And if you notice that, if you click on the image, you will be able to get into where the link shows you from, okay? And I like to have it framed, okay? So I always like to have some sort of border around it, and I like to have the border match the other bits and pieces, okay? All right, and so that's about the timeline of Van Gogh, 1910, that era. Okay, now if I want to have some information on Van Gogh, I can go to the web, I can go to Van Gogh, Van Gogh's bedroom. Okay, all right, so if I click there, that would be giving me some information on Van Gogh's bedroom. Okay, and this is a little Chicago information. There's like a little video also about it, and so you can also type in some information about Van Gogh's bedroom. Okay, all right, well, let's see, representative bedroom paintings. I like this. So, you know, what you can do is cut and paste, and then always change the words, obviously, in your own words. But in the sake of time, you can, I'm just going to cut and paste. Now, if you got it, you notice how sometimes you get that white outline. You need to change it to transparent, and you might want to change the the size of it too, and just like make it a little bit bigger. And let's see what it would be. Oh, that's a bit big. Okay. All right, after the tour, let's make it a little bit smaller. Here. Okay. All right. Another thing you might want to do is might want to insert a video. You can also insert a video with it too. And so what I like to do is go back to, Van Gogh, Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who, and I always like to show my students this video about Vincent van Gogh when he goes into the future. And he was a very depressed man, and show how grateful he is, and it just always puts tears in my eyes.
Quickly
so
and
you go copy,
so you never have to slow down.
And then another thing you want to do, then you have to go back into your Google Drive, but this time you want to go onto Google Slide and click New. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. You want to go to New and Google Slide, and then you're going to pull it up again, and then you're going to, and then you're going to, insert, as soon as it gets here, insert video, right here, click there, and then you have your video creating, and then you want to right click on it and you want to copy it. Then you go back into your Google Drawing and click right here, and there it is. And you can, we can just put it right over here. You can put whatever size you want. And again, you can create your border to go with it and change the color of the border just to have some interesting effects to it. And another thing you might want to do is you can also do like different speech bubbles, insert speech bubbles. You can insert a table, but I am going to put right here. I don't like that. Wait just a second. I need to have it go another way. Insert call outs, and I'm going to put it right here. And you can insert like who was Van Gogh. Okay, so you put that. I want to change the color again to be uniform with every other part of it. And then I can also change the background into more of a cream. Okay, so that makes it kind of fun to have. And now you need to share it with your students. So I always, you right click, copy link, and when you copy the link, you are going to submit it into your Google Drawing or in your Canvas, and you put edit. Okay, and then you're going to click on the link, and then when you put the link in, one thing you want to remember that if you share it like this, then they can edit it and just, it'll just mess up everything. So you want to delete all that to the / and put copy like that. And you can also put the link, right here and right here, and then you have it right there so your students can upload it. Okay. All right. And thank you very much for watching my video.